Hello students, this is my second class on fractions. So we will solve a few questions of addition and subtraction, how to add fractions and how to subtract fractions. So the first question you can see here, 2 minus 3 upon 5. So how to solve it? So one method is to take the LCM of denominators and then add or subtract whatever is given to you. So here the denominator of 2 is not given here, so we can take 1, or we directly can solve this question. See, so 2 minus 3 upon 5, so we directly can multiply 5 into 2. So 2 into 5, it will become 10. Then we will subtract 3 from it upon the same denominator. So it means 2 into 5, 10. 10 minus 3 upon 5. So final answer is 7 upon 5. So students, same question could also be done in another way. If question is given to you, the same question I am taking, 2 minus 3 upon 5. So whenever students the denominator is not given to us, we always put 1 in the denominator. Now you can also solve it by cross multiplication. 5 into 2. You will write here 1 into 3, 3 1s are 3 upon 1 into 5, 5. So 10 minus 3, 7 again, so 7 upon 5. So this is the second method of doing the same question. We can also solve students by taking LCM. So I am taking another example for you. 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. This time students, both the denominators are given 5. Here the denominator is 7. So whenever the denominators are not equal, first of all students, we take the LCM. So LCM of 5 and 7. So why do we take LCM students? Only to make the denominators equal, because we can never add the two fractions till their denominators are different. So first of all, we make the denominators equal by taking LCM of 5 and 7. So dividing by 5, so 5 1s 5. 7 is not divisible by 5, so write the 7 as it is. Now 7 is divisible by 7 only, so write 1 here. 7 1s 7. So whenever you get 1 1 in the remainder, it means the process has been completed. Now multiply these two numbers, 5 and 7. So 5 and 7 becomes 35. So 35 is the LCM of 5 and 7. Now student, the first fraction is 3 upon 5. Here you have to make the denominator 35, because LCM tells you that what have you to make the denominator. So 5 and 7, you have to make both the denominators 35. So how can we make this 35? We have to do the process either by division or by multiplication, not by adding or subtracting. So 5 multiply what? So 5 multiply 7 equal to 35. So we will also multiply the numerator by the same number. So now numerator becomes 3 into 7, 3 7s, 3 7s are 21, and 5 into 7, 5 7s are 35. Now take the second fraction student. Second fraction is 2 upon 7. This time again we have to make the denominator 35. So how can it be 35? Again we have to do the process either by division or multiplication. So 7 can be made 35 only by multiplication. So we will multiply here by 5, and we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number. So 2 into 5 it becomes 10, and 7 into 5 it becomes 35. Now students, 21 upon 35 is equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5, and 10 upon 35 is the equivalent fraction of 2 upon 7. So students, now we have to use 21 upon 35 in place of 3 upon 5 and 10 upon 35 in place of 2 upon 7. So actually the question was add 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 7. But now in place of 3 upon 5 we have to use 21 upon 35, and in place of 2 upon 7 we have to use 10 upon 35. Now students, you can see both the denominators are equal. So whenever the denominators of fractions are equal, write the denominators same, don't add 35 plus 35, don't do 70. Whenever the denominators are equal, no need to do any cross multiplication this time. So 21 plus 10, add the numerators. So 21 plus 10, 31 upon 35. This is the final answer, students. You could also do the same question by another way, student. The other way is what I have already told you, that we can also solve this question by cross multiplication. So students, if you cross multiply, so how to cross multiply? 7 into 3. So you will multiply 3 by 7 plus sign, as it is given, you have to put plus sign here. So now 5 into 2 on the other side, 5 into 2, and in the denominator you have to multiply both the denominators 5 and 7. Now student, what has it become? 3 multiply 7 becomes 21, 5 into 2 becomes 10, and 5 into 7 becomes 35. So this time 21 plus 10, 31, and upon 35. So you could do, you will get the same answer as you get in the process when you first find the LCM. Now we take another example, student. So another example, student, here you have 8 and 1 by 2 minus 3 and 5 by 8. So first of all, student, these are called mixed fractions. I have already taught you that these are mixed fractions, whole number plus proper fraction. Whole number 3 is a whole number and 5 upon 8 is a proper fraction. So the combination of a whole number and proper fraction is always called a mixed fraction. So now first of all, we have to convert these fractions into improper fraction. And how do we convert, students? So see here, multiply 2 and 8. 2 8 is 16. You have to multiply 2 into 8 and then you have to add the numerator in it and write the denominator same, 2. So it has become now 2 8 is 16 plus 1 upon 2, and it has become 17 upon 2. Now second one, student, second fraction is 3 and 8 3 and 5 by 8. So first of all, multiply 3 and 8. So if we multiply 3 and 8, and then we have to add 5 in it. So 3 multiply 8 and add 5 in it, denominator will be same. Now student, 3 into 8 becomes 24, add 5 in it, denominator will be unchanged. Again 24 plus 5, it becomes 29 upon 8. Now students, the question 8 and 1 by 2 minus 3 and 5 by 8 has become like this. So both the mixed fractions has been converted into improper fractions. So students, these are improper fractions. When do we say fractions improper? When the numerator 17 is greater than the denominator here. Because 17 is greater than 2, it means numerator is greater, so improper fraction. In the second fraction, 29 upon 8, numerator again is greater, 29 is greater, so 29 and the denominator is smaller, so these two fractions are improper. Now students, either by taking LCM or by cross multiplication you can solve this. Now again, if we take LCM, because the denominators are not equal, that's the reason we are taking LCM. Whenever the denominators are not equal, you have to take LCM, and we take LCM only to make the denominators equal. So LCM of both the denominators, here denominator is 2, here the denominator is 8, so LCM of 2 and 8. So dividing by 2, 2 1s 2, 2 4 is 8, because both the numbers were divisible by 2. Again dividing by 2, so 2 2 is 4. Again we can further divide it by 2, so 1 and 1. Whenever the remainders are 1 1, it means the division has been completed. Now multiply all these three divisors. So 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So what does it tell us? LCM tells us that you have to make both the denominator equal to LCM. It means 8. You have to make 8. So here it is already 8. Only you have to make this 2. You have to convert it into 8, either by multiplication by some number or by dividing the fraction by some number. So in 17 upon 2 we have to make its equivalent fraction whose denominator will be 8. So how can we make it 8? So 2 multiply what becomes 8? So 2 multiply 4 becomes 8. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator. Always keep in mind, you have not to multiply only the denominator. You have to multiply by the same number to the numerator. So 17 into 4 becomes 68. 2 into 4 becomes 8. And second fraction 29 upon 8, already possessing 8 in the denominator. So no need to make the denominator of second fraction 8. Now 17 upon 2 minus 29 upon 8 can also be written as 7, because 17 upon 2, in place of 17 upon 2 we can use 68 upon 8, and in place of 29 upon 8 it will be written same because it has denominator 8 already. So whenever the denominators are equal, write the denominator only once without adding, and in the numerator write the numerators both same. If addition is given you will add, if subtraction is given you will subtract. Now subtracting 29 from 68 you will get 39. So 39 upon 8, this is the final answer. So students, whenever we add or we subtract two fractions we always find LCM. Or we can also do the same thing by cross multiplication. So 8 and 1 by 2 minus 3 and 5 by 8. After converting these two into improper fraction you will get 2 8 is 16 plus 1 17 upon 2, and 8 3 is 24 plus 5 29 upon 8. This time students you can also do the same question by cross multiplication. 17 into 8 minus 2 into 29 and in the denominator you will also multiply 2 and 8. Now 17 into 8 136 minus 2 into 29, you can multiply yourself these 58, and 2 into 8 becomes 16. Now students, subtracting 58 from 136 we will get 16 minus 8, it will be 8. 12 minus 5, it will become 7. So finally we got, after subtraction, 78 upon 16. Now students you can see the previous answer was 39 upon 8 and here we got 78 upon 16. So both answers are not same, but students here you can see that both numerators and denominators are further divisible by some number. If we divide 78 and 16 by a number, because both are even numbers, here you can see 6 divisible by 2, 8 is also divisible by 2. So both numerators and denominators we can divide by the same number. So if 78 is divided by 2 we get 39. When 16 is divided by 2 we get 8. So finally students we got the same answer, 39 upon 8, 39 upon 8. I want to tell you that we can do addition and subtraction of fractions either by taking LCM of the denominators in case the denominators are not equal, and we can also do the solution by cross multiplication. So students you can also solve a few more questions yourself from your NCERT book, and I will teach you the next questions in next class. Till then, thank you.